ground, Cessna 758 Alpha Alpha has information Quebec. We're at LEA, request taxi to the active northbound departure.
Cessna 758 Alpha Alpha Bomber ground, remain cleared class Charlie airspace northbound, runway 24, taxi via hotel.
24 via
What's up with?
Clear class Charlie 8 Alpha.
Never noticed that.
Yeah, it probably just is spinning up. You can pull where it says pull the cage. You can pull that and it'll straighten up. It should if it's spun up. Yeah, so let's let it. We are going to need that today.
Yeah, that's why I looked at it.
I suspect it'll come alive.
I don't have to pay for any gas today. Both these tanks are over the tabs by quite a bit.
Bowman Airport information, Quebec, time 1953 Zulu. Wind 20012, gust 17, visibility 10, few clouds at 5,000. Few clouds at 6,500. 8,000 scattered. Temperature 28, dew point 17, altimeter 3009er. Visual approach in use, land departing, runway 24. Hazardous weather information for Louisville area available on High flight service frequencies. All aircraft be back, hold short instructions and assigned altitudes. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Quebec. Bowman Airport information, Quebec, time 1953 Zulu. Wind 20012, gust 17, visibility 10, few clouds at 5,000. Few clouds at 6,500.
We're just going to do a normal departure to the northeast.
Yes, sir.
Like it started up. Our brakes are working.
Good on the right.
Bowman ground, Jack 13520 is a Cardinal Wings requesting to remain in the pattern with information Quebec.
Cessna 13520, Bomber ground, runway 24, taxi via Juliet Hotel.
Taxi to runway 24 via Juliet Hotel 13520.
Bowman ground, Cirrus 411 Hotel Zulu. His information Quebec, would like to depart to the northeast, remain clear class Charlie.
Cirrus 411 Hotel Zulu, Bowman ground, runway 24, taxi via hotel.
24 via hotel, 411 Hotel Zulu.
And Cirrus 411 Hotel Zulu, wind 150 at 11 gust 17. Would you like runway 15?
That's affirmative.
Cirrus 1 Hotel Zulu, roger, runway 15, taxi via Hotel Bravo, cross runway 24 at Bravo.
Runway 15, Hotel to Bravo, cross 24 Bravo, 1 Hotel Zulu.
Cessna 520, going to be switching to runway 15. Runway 15, taxi via Juliet, Hotel Bravo, cross runway 24 Bravo.
Runway 15, Juliet, Hotel Bravo, cross runway 24 at Bravo, Cessna 520, thank you.
Yeah, I was just looking at those windsocks thinking the same thing.
Don't get to take off 15 too often.
Clear right.
Right, clear left.
You ever seen any pictures when the old runway 1 and 19 was right here?
I have not. Didn't they used to have a grass strip here too?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it paralleled 6 and 24 on the north side. This was it right here.
Huh.
There was an old controller who used to work in Bowman Tower. His name was Clay. He was kind of curmudgeonly. And but he used to, anytime you got him around, he always used to brag about how he used to work airplanes on 1 and 19. You know, that's how long he's been here.
Right.
And the joke with the younger controllers was, yeah, and he was there to clear the Wright brothers to take off on their first flight, too.
Oh, there's another one coming up behind us. I don't know if we can
Yeah, it's
do my run up back here.
172 from Cardinal Wings. But I don't know how you like these set, but I was just
However you makes you comfortable.
thinking we might be able to get some air flowing in here.
Okay, I think we're ready to go. Flaps to 50. Not really going anywhere, so. Bowman Tower, Cirrus 411, Hotel Zulu's holding short, runway 15, ready for takeoff.
November 411, Hotel Zulu, Bowman Tower, left turn out approved, runway 15, clear for takeoff.
Left turn out approved, clear for takeoff 15, 1 Hotel Zulu.
And Bowman Tower, Cessna 6070, Golf over 12 Mile Island, landing Bowman, information Quebec.
Finals clear.
Cessna 6070, Golf, Bowman Tower, ident. For 70 Golf, ident, observe, make a straight in for runway 15, remain outside class Charlie.
Okay, straight in for runway 15, stay out of class Charlie airspace, Cessna 6070 Golf.
Wind currently 1507, gust 17, we're switching to runway 15 now.
Excellent, thank you very much.
Hey, caps is available. Flaps coming out.
Just 17, make left traffic, runway 15, clear for takeoff.
Make left traffic, runway 15, clear for takeoff, 13520.
Flew directly over my house. Thank you for that.
Thank you for that.
Check. Check. There we go. We'll just clear the class Charlie and kind of make our way out towards the river.
Okay.
I like to play north of the river just to stay away from that tower.
Sure.
And we don't need a lot of altitude, you know, you can climb to 3,000 feet or so once we're clear of the Charlie. And that'll work for us for now. Flew over my office too, got the whole package deal here.
Where's your office at?
Right there in, it's near the FAA FISDO, but you know where the Northeast YMCA is?
Yeah.
We're in the building that's just across from there. American Air Filter is the kind of the main tenant in the building.
Cessna 520, runway 15, clear for the option.
Runway 15, clear for the option, 13520.
All those suckers down there in the rush hour traffic.
Cessna 70 Golf. Remember, keep flying at Cessna on the left downwind approaching the base. Spacing's good. Runway 15, clear to land.
searching for traffic, clear to land runway 15.
So we're clear to Charlie, we'll climb on out. Maybe get a little smoother air. Sounds good.
Cirrus 70 Golf, and that traffic is at your 10 o'clock, 2 miles, 1,400 on the base.
And traffic in sight, Cessna 6070 Golf.
Cirrus 70 Golf, roger, number 2, runway 15, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 15, Cessna 6070 Golf.
All right, so in the climbs, can I go ahead and start familiarizing? You may have already, I think you already started doing it, but familiarizing yourself with what you've got available to you in terms of the standby instrumentation, what your scan's going to look like. You'll probably never look up here, and so that's becomes another part of your scan. You might make some turns left or right and just get a feel for what the compass looks like as you're turning. And harken back those memories of your ground study where you remember how the compass behaves when you're turning towards different directions, that sort of thing. In reality, you're flying, you think about, you've got just a delay, right? It's going to be generally a bit slow to respond. Something else that's, to your advantage. The GPS, obviously, is giving you a lot of information. Likewise, your MFD is still available to you. Your track is, unless it's exceedingly windy that day aloft, your track is a pretty good substitute for your compass, certainly more accurate. So just thinking about alternate sources of all the information that you could need.
Say 3,000?
3,000. Good. We've got 1782 out here doing ground reference maneuvers down low. Don't see anybody else of interest on the SP. Actually, there's one 172 out this way doing ground reference maneuvering also, so keep an eye out for both of those guys, but hopefully we're high enough up, we'll be out of the way. Alright, we're north of the river, and just for separation from that tower, we'll just stay over on the north side. Not that you'll be seeing it, but that's my plan of action. Let's start by, let's go ahead and foggle up here. Got the controls if you'd like.
Controls?
I've got the controls.
Okay, I'm ready.
Alright, we got the controls. Gonna simulate failing this guy. Bye-bye PFD. Alright, here's your scan. It's all down here. Coming up here as you need to. Engine indications are over here. Alright. So
70 Golf is able left on
just working on straight and level.
Delta point 8, Cessna 6070 Golf, good day.
And no hurry.
Cessna 520, runway 15, clear for the action.
Since we're staying here in the local area, we're not in a hurry to get anywhere. If you want to power back, you're welcome to do that. Save some go-go juice. Already proved to me how fast this thing is, so nothing to prove now.
Bowman Tower, Cessna 62, Lima uniform, holding short runway 15, ready for departure.
Cessna 62 Lima form, Bowman Tower, left turn northeast approved, runway 15, clear for takeoff, traffic Cessna on left base.
Left turn approved, runway 15, clear for takeoff, 62 Lima uniform.
Says 5201, departure prior to arrival.
1 departure prior arrival, 520.
Alright, so we're doing good on the altitude hold. And maintaining our bank and pitch. It's all looking good. Would it surprise you to learn that we've turned left about 45 degrees since we started?
Probably not.
Alright, so let's make a right-hand turn. Just standard rate, so you're going to look for coordination. So we don't have a true turn coordinator, right? So we're just looking at our... We got something better, right? That we've got a standby attitude indicator. But there's no real way to determine a standard rate turn from that. But 15 to 20 degrees, like what you're doing, is fine. Alright, just keep that turn coming for now. Alright, I'm going to stop the turn. Alright, we're clear right. Let's turn right again. Right turn. I'll just call your turn when we stop. Alright, stop turn. Alright, let's turn left. You can stop turn. Alright, so I'll introduce another element into this, and going to give you a turn to a heading. Okay, so we're 030 now, reference your compass. Pretty well matches with our GPS track. So let's start by just making our turn. We'll do a right-hand turn, 90 degrees, right? So back if you want. You can, why don't we come left to north. We'll just make this, I don't want to make this overly difficult. Left to north, about 30 degrees. Probably stop there. So if you watch what the compass did there, it starts in the opposite direction, and then it comes around on you. I'm going to have you watch it as you roll into this next turn. Let's make a right-hand turn 90 degrees, so that's going to be to a heading of 090. Roll into this turn, and watch what the compass does. So you know you're turning to the east, but it flex off to the west to start off.
For the option 13520.
I know you're still turning, right? But it's not really catching up.
Right. Now it started.
Now you can see on your GPS track, I'm kind of trying to sell you on a solution here. You can roll the wings level, and then voila, it's there. So you know, the compass isn't really the way you want to do this, so you can avoid it.
Right.
So
Just use your track on the GPS.
yeah, that's the modern way to do it. But say we just feel free to turn him down if you want.
I'll turn you up.
Yeah. So he's not watching us anymore anyway.
To the northeast, inbound with information.
All right. So the other thing we have to our advantage is time, right? So if we're flying a standard rate turn, we know that we've got time on our side that we can use, and it's almost as accurate as the GPS would be. And it works in any airplane, even if your GPS has failed. So take this another step further. Say you've got a full electrical failure. You lost your PFD and your GPSs. Let's say I wanted to tell you to turn back to right, so heading south, for instance.
Right.
You remember it's 3 degrees per...
3 degrees per second.
Yeah.
On a standard rate turn.
Let's say we were going to do, a 90-degree turn to the right. 30 seconds, right? Let's go ahead and do that. You got a clock here you can reference, or if you've got another clock you like to use, you can do that. You start right now.
To the right?
Yeah, right-hand turn. Got Lee Bottom right below us. Beautiful day to be at Lee Bottom.
Uniform. Was that a left-hand downwind for 1-5 or a left base?
Left base, runway 15.
Left base for you, thanks so much.
Alright, so if we stop that turn at 31 seconds or so, we roll out of it. If we're at standard rate, which may be a little bit more than standard rate, but we roll out right there, we should see, that reflects us being a little bit more than standard rate, right? Yeah, we don't have a good way to determine that.
So I'm going over to the third notch on
Yeah, I would land it in this aircraft probably somewhere between 15 and 20 degrees. So that would be like the first and second notch. So a little shallower than we just were. Standard rate isn't technically a measure of bank, as you've learned, but in lack of any instrument to tell us that, we just kind of have to make our best estimate. This airplane, this airspeed, around 15 degrees is going to be sufficient. Let's try it again. Let's do another one when you get to something that you can count. 30-second turn to the right.
Cirrus 6097 Golf Bowman Tower. Left turn east, bound is approved. I'll call you turn to the north, runway 15 to its takeoff. Cessna 520, make right traffic.
Make right traffic, 13520.
How about that? 270 on the compass.
What does it say? 2425 on there, heading.
Why does it say that? I honestly don't know.
I don't know. I just noticed it.
Yeah.
Section Cessna 1183 uniform. Traffic here following 12 o'clock, 2 miles, 1,000.
All right, let's do one to the left. This time let's do a 180-degree turn. That'll be a reverse course. That's a full minute turn.
Okay.
And that'll go to the left.
Cessna 520.
Clear left.
Yes, sir. Cessna 520, roger. Remain outside of Class Charlie, runway 15, clear option.
4 seconds.
Man, I've had a 5 Charlie, runway 15, clear for the option, 150.
Cessna 9 Lima Papa for sequence, amend your entry, enter midfield left downwind, runway 15.
Midfield left down. Please want to extend.
Cessna 9 Lima Papa for sequence, enter midfield left downwind, runway 15.
Zero left downwind for 15, 8 to Army Papa.
Cessna 118 uniform sequence, enter midfield left downwind runway 15. Cessna 18 uniform Bowman Tower.
Yep, we got you 1183 uniform.
Cessna 18 uniform Roger, enter midfield left downwind runway 15.
Right, so we're in the ballpark, right? We're headed southeast, a little bit.
12 o'clock, 1.5 miles, 1,000.
I forgot to look to see what our starting number was.
Let's look at traffic 1183 uniform.
Yeah, we didn't come through quite 180 degrees. We had about 30 degrees to go. So maybe we were a little shallow on that one. If we're off a little bit, it's going to be maximized the longer we're in the turn. So.
Right.
Papa, just turn to the downwind.
Let's do some climbs and descents in this partial panel here. So, 1 Hotel Zulu, descend and maintain 2,500.
We have the traffic inside for
Descend and maintain 2,500, 1 Hotel Zulu.
Follow traffic runway 15, clear to land.
I will follow the traffic clear to land 15, thanks 183 uniform.
Cessna 97 Golf, left turn northbound is approved.
70 left, 97 Golf northbound.
And just be mindful of your airspeed as it builds. Going just fine. I just wanted you to keep in mind. All right. You doing okay motion sickness wise and all that stuff?
Yeah, so far.
Cool. Just let me know if it gets uncomfortable. All right, 1 Hotel Zulu, if I maintain 3,500.
And maintain 3,500.
Yeah, and in the turn, in the climb, let's turn right. Standard rate, I'll call your stop turn.
Okay. Right turn to you call.
All right, and you're clear right.
Cessna 50, you can make left traffic.
Hey, left traffic 13520.
You can stop your turn.
Wind 15011, gust 16. Cessna Arlene Papa, if able, turn left at hotel, contact ground 20.
Cessna Hotel, contact ground 20, descend Arlene Papa.
Finding it tough to get stabilized at that altitude.
Yeah.
Cessna 520, number 2, spacing is good, runway 15, cleared option.
Number 2, runway 15, clear for the option 13520.
All right, Bill, I'm going to take the controls.
The controls.
I'm going to demonstrate for you steep turn partial panel here so you can see what your scan you know, what you're going to see as you're scanning. And then we're gonna work on those. It's more just a opportunity for you to work on.
Cessna 2 uniform, turn left at Delta or at the end, contact ground point 8.
And an evaluation tool for me to see how we're doing. Okay. I'm going to start to the right. And we're clear right. A parallax view on that ball, so forgive me if I'm coordinated, doing it primarily visually here. There at the end. Just gonna roll out parallel. Alright. Get a feel of what you're looking at there. Kind of what the forces feel like.
Yes.
Go ahead and give one a try.
So you're going halfway between the two big notches.
Yeah, 30 to 45 degrees in there.
Okay.
And it is pitching up a little bit on you, so let's work to get it stabilized, and then we can go again to the, let's go to the left this time.
Okay. Just down to 3,500.
Can we get a wind check 520?
Wind 160 at 11, gust 16.
Okay, I'm gonna go left.
Hotel Salvia 90, Bravo for departure. We'll be clearing to the north.
703 now, Lima Bomb Tower, hold short, runway 15.
Down Lima,
Tell me when to stop, right?
Yeah.
I didn't look at my heading.
Yeah, it's kind of tough to judge. That's really not the purpose of these the way it is for the private. So you can stop now.
Cirrus 003 now, Lima, left turn, runway 15, clear for takeoff.
Alright, let's roll into another one to the right. You're clear right. Alright, nice job. You can stop turn. Give you a minute for the inner ear to stabilize there. If you're anything like me. Alright, I'm going to take the controls.
Okay.
My controls.
Your controls.
Remember when we gave we've done unusual attitude recoveries in the past. Two components of this. There's the aspect of figuring out whether you're pitched up or pitched down.
520, runway 15 cleared up.
And the main way you determine that is whether your airspeed is increasing or decreasing. Also, obviously, determine it based on your attitude.
Right.
And then once you've determined that, determines your mechanism for recovery. So if we're pitched down and our airspeed is thus increasing, we're going to reduce power. We're going to roll the wings level. Then we're going to pitch out of the descent back to a straight and level flight. Power, roll, and pitch. If we are climbing, our nose up attitude, our airspeed's descending, decreasing I should say. We're going to increase power, we're going to roll out of it, and we're going to pitch back to the horizon all at the same time. Okay? That's not something you have to do sequentially like it is when you're pitched down. Remember, when we pitch down, the reason we're rolling out of it first and then reducing the power first, we don't want to put a bunch of load on the wing when we pull, potentially overstress the wing. Alright, so we're going to do some of these recoveries. The way this will work, you're already under the foggles. Just kind of have you close your eyes or just divert your attention. And I'll put the aircraft in an unusual attitude. And then I'll just have you, I'll just say, alright, your controls, go ahead and recover. And just do what we just talked about. Alright, your airplane, go ahead and recover. Good. Alright, I've got the controls.
Your controls? 445 Tangos with you on the visual for 15.
So better let go of you. That's your controls.
Okay, we're going to enter left downwind 15, 45 Tango.
I'm going to give you a little pop quiz on this one. So without looking up, describe to me our attitude right now.
We're in a steep left turn.
Alright. Good. Alright, just stay heads down for me. Alright, how about now?
Feels like we're climbing in a right turn.
Good.
4 Foxtrot Tango, runway 15, cleared to land.
Now let me know if that changes in terms of the turn or the climb or descent.
Cessna 520, number 2, following flight us on midfield left downwind.
Haven't built anything yet.
15, cleared option.
We have Lotus, runway 15, clear for the option, 13520.
In a steep turn. Not the steepest turn.
And wind check.
Wind 150 at 9er, gust 16.
Thank you.
We're in a right-hand turn.
Right-hand turn and climbing or descending?
Descending.
All right, sir. Go ahead and recover.
This Port Foxtrot, anyone turn left or right at the end, contact ground. Okay.
All right. Good recovery. You notice what happened there, right?
Yes.
That'll be a video to watch for you later. All right. The controls.
For controls.
Our creator didn't do us any favors there when he made our inner ears. We're not built to fly. That's why we have to do this whole instrument rating thing. Not a single pilot that I've put through that has ever passed the test. My goal is always to get you to the point where you give me the exact opposite answer of what we're doing. Proves to you that your body is lying to you.
Oh, that question you asked me earlier? Motion sickness?
Yeah, you doing okay?
Yeah,
yeah, it's getting to you. I get it.
It's starting.
Yep. I'll just tell you what, come out of the foggles. That's for starters. And you told me if it's better for you to fly the airplane or you want me to. That this is one of the toughest lessons for motion sickness. So.
I think I can fly.
Yeah. Okay, you fly. If it's me, it actually helps me if I get sick. It helps me to fly to get rid of it, and it should go away pretty quickly. Now that you can see. We've pretty well exhausted that. Your recoveries were, in line with what we want to see. It's good. I accomplished my point of proving to you, now that you've experienced it with your body and you have video evidence to prove it, that'll be fascinating for you to go back and watch, I think, how I tricked you. I'd actually like to have the video too, because all the times I've done that, I've never videoed it before for someone, but it is fascinating to me how I can get you to that point where you're giving me the exact opposite answer. All right, well, if you're starting to feel some relief already, probably.
Yes.
All right, let's set up for an approach. Unless you need another few minutes, I'm fine. Just
No, I'm good.
Okay, I think I'm good. I'm taking a look out for traffic here too. And getting let's come right to, 90 degrees or so to the right. Just fly back perpendicular to the river. I want to separate from that traffic a little bit, and then what I'd like to do is call up approach, and what I'm going to have you do is we'll do a request of no gyro vectors to the RNAV 24. And what that's going to be is essentially when I was telling you start turn, stop turn, that was kind of like no gyro vectors. That's what the air traffic control is going to do for you to get you lined up for that approach back into Bowman Field. Okay. And so in an actual real-world scenario where you lost your PFD, you were on standby instruments, or in a six-pack airplane you lost your vacuum pump, something like that, and you declared an emergency, which is what I would recommend that you do in that scenario, if you're in IOC, because it is an actual emergency. Air traffic control can offer this to you, and so I want you to experience it during your training so you know what to expect. Let's start off, you want to just turn and fly up the river here. And we want to pick up the latest ATIS for Bowman. We'll call up Sanford approach.
Bowman Airport information, Romeo 2053 Zulu, wind 160 at 10, visibility 10, 5,500 scattered, temperature 272.16, altimeter 3007. The visual approach, runway 15 in use. After this flight information for Kentucky and Indiana, available on high-loss flight service frequencies. All aircraft do that hold short instructions and time out suits. Advise mission contact information, Romeo. Bowman Airport information, Romeo 2053 Zulu, wind 160 at 10, visibility 10, 5,500 scattered, temperature 272.16, altimeter 3007. The visual approach, runway 15 in use. Hazardous flight information for Kentucky and Indiana, available on high-loss flight service frequencies. All aircraft do that hold short instructions and time out suits. Advise mission contact information, Romeo.
Alright, and what I'll do, because his request is a little unorthodox, I can talk to approach for us, get us keyed up here, and then I'll let you do the GPS setup. I'm just going to get direct Bowman in for the range for the airport. You doing okay? Yeah. You know what really gets you going? So one of the things that creates motion sickness is when you visually see something that's different than what your inner ear is feeling. Right. That's a trigger for motion sickness, and that's what happened. Your ear was telling you we're in a right-hand turn, we're descending, and you looked up and we were in a left-hand turn, we're climbing, and your brain doesn't know what to do with that. that's what happens.
Turn for here in just a second.
Well, you got me thinking about it too, so.
About 270.
Right there, 270, 256.
We'll approach Cirrus 411 Hotel Zulu.
Cirrus 411 Hotel Zulu level.
1 Hotel Zulu, we're 24 miles northeast of Bowman with Romeo. Request no gyro vectors for the RNAV 24 approach into Bowman.
Right, 411 Hotel Zulu, spark 0173.
0173, 1 Hotel Zulu. Alright, so you can go ahead and load up that approach and hold up on your iPad. So we'll go procedure and enter. Select the approach, RNAV, 4, vectors, and you can go and activate it. They'll start giving us vectors here shortly. Awesome. Alright, so we can come back off of flight plan.
So this is radar contact about 2-3 miles north of Bowman Airport. And did you want to eventually just circle to 15 or just go straight in?
We'd like to circle to 15, sir. 1 Hotel Zulu.
1 to 0, Roger. And what did you want them to drive after you start? Do you want them now, or do you want them just as you get closer to the final?
If you could start them now, that'd be great, sir.
1 to 0, Roger. And we had, you just said like 180 now, is that right?
Affirmative.
Roger. Army 00256, trying 290.
Alright, 290 on the heading, Army 256, we do have
guys. If you want to pull up the procedure on here.
256, we're approaching for you in just a second.
Alright, outstanding, Army 256, thanks.
What's going to happen, instead of giving
2134, 2.5 for 5.
It's 2134, low approach with a contact, maintain 10,000.
Instead of giving you a heading to fly, he's going to tell you, he's going to assume that you can't see your heading, alright? So he's controlling your heading by telling you either to turn left or to turn right.
To the level turn for you in just a little bit, there's an antenna off your right, about 5 miles. All I need is let you get past the antenna before I start your turns, that way I keep you away from the antenna.
Yeah, it's in sight, and appreciate that. 1 Hotel Zulu.
2134, just turn left heading 090.
Left turn 090, UPS 2134.
00256, that was approach runway 18.
Let's put you back under the goggles.
18 on 256.
Plane. Have the controls.
Your controls. Alright, I'm ready.
Alright, so he's going to give you turns to intercept the final approach course. Just the way they would give you a heading, okay?
Okay.
Got a few minutes here to go ahead and brief the approach. Get yourself set up for it.
Okay, we got all the...
Try to stay wings level as much as you can.
Thank you.
Creep, UPS 2134.
So we're going to go to Nunya, right? So we need to be at 3,000 feet when we cross Nunya. He's going to guide us to Nunya by telling us to turn left or right?
That's right.
Okay.
Army 00256, ready service terminated, contact Gammon Tower 133.35.
I'm going to try to get to 3,000.
Exactly below 4,000, have a good day.
Alright, over Gammon Tower, and we are the restricted area, will stay clear. Army 256, thanks.
It's 2134, contact Eddie Center 124.77, have a good day.
You too, 2477, UPS 2134.
Baron 10 November Foxtrot, contact Eddie Center 121.17, have a good day.
2117 for 124.
Well, it says that you can start a standard right-hand turn.
Right turn, 1 Hotel Zulu. I'll let you take these calls from here on out. And so when you're turning, he's going to call back and say stop turn. 1 Hotel Zulu, stop turn, and you just reply with stop turn.
Okay.
1 Hotel Zulu, just like you would any other call.
Right.
American 2274, checking on.